Hello everyone, welcome back to another custom diecast review. This is a fantasy diecast, and this is actually for a friend. Now, he does not know about this, obviously. We are going to be going to his house like around, recording this video, it's 2 days from now, and this will not be uploaded until after that for obvious reasons. But I wanted to make this type of diecast anyway. Again, this is a fantasy. This is actually a crossover between NFL and, of course, NASCAR. So, my favorite team and his favorite team is Cincinnati for the NFL. So, yeah, I decided to kind of make a crossover. I didn't know how it would really work out. I feel like it could have been a little bit better if I had some orange paint to kind of match this little crack here so I can fill that in. Also, don't notice my nails, please, because I was painting my car, like my legitimate, real driving to work car, so, you know, don't mind that. That's what that's from. Anyway, this is a Cincinnati Bengals diecast, of course, customized. I made this myself. I have not added any banners yet, and yes, I do plan to eventually, but I don't really know what to do for the banners, because, like, here's the thing. Originally, this is just going to be a Chase Elliott diecast, but then I showed my dad, because he's a Cincinnati Bengals fan too, and he was like, you know, that works because of Burrow being in the number 9 and that being the quarterback. I'm like, you know what? I didn't even notice that, and I really didn't. It was just black and orange. It was a perfect combination, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to turn this into an NFL diecast, you know, obviously picking Cincinnati, and I totally forgot that Joe Burrow, our quarterback, is in the number 9, so that fits even more perfect. But I don't know what to do for the banners just yet, because again, originally it's just going to be Elliott. I was going to have Elliott on the front and Elliott on the back. But now I want to do kind of like what they did for Byron and Gordon when they had the 24-ever diecast. Like they had Gordon on the front and Byron on the back. I kind of want to do that same thing. I might put the Elliott on the front because primarily this is the Elliott, you know, diecast. And this, you know, it's sponsored in quotes for Cincinnati, so I might just put Burrow on the back, but I don't know, it just, either way, flipping it around is going to be kind of weird, but I do kind of want to do something along those lines. No, I don't really think banners are necessary, but, you know, I kind of want to add them either way, so let's go ahead and get into this diecast review. I am going to make another one for myself, so, yeah, definitely going to do that. So right here on the hood, let's zoom in a little bit, because I am kind of out a little bit. Got the Cincinnati Bengals logo right there. It is a little off-center. That wasn't my fault. That's like how just the picture was, so I threw it onto a decal and then of course put it on the hood there. But it's kind of like a slashing type thing. It's like the claws kind of went through the car, and it's kind of revealing that orange and that Cincinnati Bengals logo. So I thought that'd be pretty cool to put on the hood, so I just went ahead and threw that on there. I did black out the interior because of course this is a Authentics. Again, I don't have the banners on there just yet. Got the number 9 and Cincinnati. I do wish the Cincinnati logos were a wee bit bigger. I didn't know they was going to be that small, so that is kind of my fault there. Of course, we got Who Day right there on the decklet. I need to fix that little corner. I didn't know that was coming up. But Who Day is their saying. Like for if it's game day, they won't say D-A-Y. They'll go D-E-Y. So it's game day instead of game day. It's kind of, you know, hard to hear the difference, but I mean, that's kind of the point. Got Who Day right there, and of course you got a orange spoiler. Not the best painted, but you know, I don't really work with orange. Orange is a little bit different than just any other color, but it was a pretty good balance between like the thickness and just how, like, I don't know, how liquidy the consistency. I don't know, I guess you could say that. But I got Let's Roar right here on the back. It's a little hard to see. I wish I had that a little bit bigger as well. But oh well, you know, you live and you learn. Of course, you got the taillights back here. This one is a little wonky. That, of course, is online. Now, got the number 9 right there, Camaro ZL1 1LE. Over here on the side, you got the Bengals logo right there. The NFL as well. Got Valvoline, Kelly Blue Book. That's all for Chase Elliott, because I couldn't really remove that without it looking terrible. Chase Elliott right there on the name banner, or on the name rail, because, again, there's a big old slash there. I wish I could fix that, but I couldn't. So you got a Cronus. I think there's Cincinnati on this too, isn't there? Yeah, Cincinnati right there on the bottom. So it kind of matches a little bit. It's a different Cincinnati, of course, but still, either way, it kind of matches. But we got Axalta, Cronus, Freightliner, Hooters, Mac Tool, Simon, Cincinnati there. Of course, you got the number 9. I did keep the stripes. I kept the NASCAR Cup Series, Lumar, Adrenaline Shock, the NASCAR race car. And of course, you got the Goodyear right there. Moving on to the front end. It's just your average front end, you know, nothing crazy. The decal is kind of coming up a little bit, so I do have to put that down. But other than that, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else I could really do. Now, I thought about blacking out the axles and putting orange around the wheel wells, just kind of like a orange lipped wheel. I figured that'd be pretty cool to do. But I don't know, I figured it'd be pretty fun just to do kind of a fantasy crossover type deal. I don't think they've had the NFL in NASCAR before. I don't think so, but either way, I just thought it'd be, you know, a pretty fun little project and stuff. Just something, you know, something else to do. I had a couple ideas for the Elliott car. Originally, it was going to be a playoffs paint scheme, you know, just with the yellow splitter and banner. And then it was going to be the Bristol race version, and then I'm like, I don't know. And then, of course, eventually I ended up switching to the Cincinnati Bengals diecast with both of them, so I could have one, and I could give one to my friend as well. Now, I did think about making a big one of this one, like getting an actual 124 and doing the decals on that. I don't know if I will, but it is definitely up for debate. Now, I am going to try to get more videos out. Now, again, I apologize for having a very off schedule because I've been uploading a little bit, going away for a little bit, uploading a little bit, going away for a little bit. So, to explain that, we have a small issue, well, not really a small issue, we have a big issue in the recording studio. We got new gutters for the house, and apparently, I guess there was one thing that wasn't sealed properly, and so water ran down the side of the house and got underneath the floor. So now, of course, in the studio room, the floor is all kind of warped and wonky, so now we have to get that fixed. Nobody's really going in there right now, so I kind of have to do this elsewhere. So just for a little bit, we are going to have to work with this type of setup. It's not my favorite type of setup because I don't like how I'm positioned. I have to stand and lean over, and then that kind of takes my breath away, so it's kind of harder to do reviews and stuff. Not only that, the lighting isn't really that great. I have to turn up the brightness on my actual camera in order to have a decent lighting for the video. And I am glad it's winter time right now, because if it wasn't and it was getting really hot outside, I would have to deal with a lot of heat. I actually have the fan going right now and it's not even hot. So yeah, I got lucky with when the unfortunate events kind of lined up, but either way, I do have to kind of use this little setup area for just, I don't know, maybe a few weeks. I don't know for sure, but we're going to have to kind of see how that pans out. So we're just going to see where this takes us. But anyway, with that being said, I do believe that'll be all for this custom diecast review. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.